Ooh, yeah, shame-free life.
Hey, peace and blessings, family. Hope you're doing well. This is Ronald Zion. Listen, I was watching the international news the other day, and it just dawned on me that the international news outlets are covering stories that the American media refuses to cover. Now, when it comes to shallow news, nonsensical news, irrelevant news, take it or leave it news, news to get you hot and heated, all in your emotions, well, you can count on the American media outlet giving you a full dose of that garbage, as opposed to a 5-star meal of news that we really need to know, not only to just be in the know, but I can prepare myself spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, financially, relationally, otherwise. I'm not sure if you realize it, but for several months, we've had troops, boots to the ground in Thailand, engaging in tactical military exercises. Now, the only reason why you would have tactical training is because you understand that, number one, I've got to be well versed on my weaponry in the time of warfare. Number two, that this tactical exercise is helping me because I understand that I'm going to use it. Now, Thailand right now wants to fight for its independence from China. And China's basically sending a clear message to the United States. Well, we're not interested in Thailand receiving its independence, and we're going to keep our foot on its neck. And if you don't like it, we can go to war. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, we have Russia. And Putin has already dispatched 90,000 troops at the very border of the Ukraine. And he's not backing down, sending a clear message to this country: if you want some, come get some. Now, the Bible talks about wars and rumors of wars, and we're definitely in the last day. I mean, I think that even the atheists and agnostics can see that. So that's no surprise to believers. But it just really dawned on me again, and just taking a deeper look at this thing, how the media will feed us garbage as opposed to a 5-star meal of information that we need to be prepared for the coming days ahead. Now, just looking at this a little deeper than that, how often does the media of our own mind feed us old stories, shallow stories, stories to get us in our emotions, pissed off, paralyze us from moving forward in our purpose? How often does the media in our own mind don't give us relevant information concerning our purpose, concerning our destiny, concerning our relevance in the earth, not just for ourselves, but for other people, to not only introduce them to the God of their creation, but also how relevant they are in the earth to walk out their purpose for the God of creation, as opposed to the old storylines that the media of our mind feed us in heavy rotation. Who hurt you? Who abandoned you? Who rejected you? Who did you dirty? Who talked about you like a dog? Who dejected you? Who abused you? Now, all of those are relevant stories because they're real. But oftentimes our mind, just like this American media, it will give us a full dose of all of the traumatic events that happen to us in heavy rotation, but will never give us the information and the news that you are an overcomer. You're supposed to be dead, but you're still standing. You're supposed to be out of your mind and in a straitjacket, but you got your right mind. You were left for dead, but God breathed on you and you are still alive and you are still making moves regardless of who likes it or who don't like it. I encourage myself and I encourage you that whenever you get these stories, these breaking news flashes, talking about your failures, talking about how you dropped the ball, talking about or giving you a full coverage, a play-by-play on what happened to you, turn that off and turn on another news outlet of hope, of the reality that you have purpose, the reality that the best is yet to come, and you're still standing, you're still breathing, so there's still hope. And why don't you be like Putin? I'm not backing down. I'm marching into my purpose. I'm not surrendering, because I'm going to leave it all on the field. So you might as well get your popcorn. You might as well get that seat in the corner and sit down and watch me make moves for my Father and for those who are assigned to me for such a time as this. And just realize that you ain't called for everybody. You ain't called everybody. Even Jesus. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, Yeshua. And there were still people said it. Listen, I don't want him. I want Barabbas. And that's cool. That's your prerogative. Go to those who you are sent to for such a time as this. Turn off the old news. Turn on the new news and walk it out. Peace and blessings. And as I always say, that your life begins when you say so. Love you to life. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life, yeah. Shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life.